Hi there, this is Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 4 on Playing on a Budget. This is an awesome hand. We can lead off with the Dimir Guildgate, or we could go for a Diregraf Ghoul with a Swamp, depending on how we want to play this. Yeah, that would be the right move here, as we don't have a 2-drop. So let's go, no, we would not like to mulligan this, and let's see what we're up against. So far we are 2-1 in the 4. I'm going to play 4 games. Another red deck that we're going to be playing against. So we'll be 4 for 4 with red decks. Seems like a popular color these days. So let's see what we draw here. Another Guildgate. That's fine. We'll lead off here with the Swamp and the Diregraf Ghoul and pass it back to him. Alright, so he's going to loot. I guess our first matchup wasn't against a red deck, was it? It was against a Fight Club deck. So we're going to go up against, this is going to be the deck that is going to play is going to be a 5-color, it's either a 4 or 5, probably a 4-color Breaking Entering deck. So they have Umbrella Rites and Breaking Entering as the reanimated target. It has like Gristlebrand and some other good stuff, probably Angel Serenity. So hopefully we can be aggressive enough. Now I kind of want to go for the Butcher Ghoul, but the Butcher Ghoul, it's definitely, we want to hit our 3-drop here, our Messenger. So I'm just going to play this Guildgate into play tapped, and that means we have the Drowned Catacomb for the next turn. So we'll get in for 2. He starts off with a pretty powerful draw with that Faithless Looting for an Izzet Charm and Unburial Rites. So let's see. So we got to outrace whatever he decides to Unburial Rites. It doesn't look like he's got a creature. Lingering Souls can be a pain in the butt, but that's why we have Killing Waves. He probably has Boros Reckoners and the Pyre Harvest combination. But yeah, so far there's all 4 colors except for there's no green out there. I don't think there will be a green. He could be playing some sort of counter magic here. I actually do believe that it's still Messenger. This is the right play. If it gets countered, that's going to suck, but that's life. And no, it doesn't. Okay, so we have a very aggressive start. Going to get in here with the Ghoul. It might get speared. No, it doesn't. He goes down to a 14. This is looking very, very good. Good thing about away is you can actually sack your own dude. You can return your own dude and sack your own dude if you want. Or return your dude and make them sack a dude. Very good card. So he's going to Forbidden Alchemy. He's going to try to get like a Gristlebrand into play with his Unburial Rites. So it's an Obsidian Aid, an Angel Serenity, and he can't actually Unburial Rites it. This is a pain in the butt, but we will be able to away it or far it, whatever one we want to do, and get back our dudes after that's the case. So he's going to Unburial Rite the Angel Serenity. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt, and I'd rather just put it back in his hand, even though he can just Faithless Looting it, and there's no target for him there. But I mean, we have the removal for it. Like I said, either one of these actually works, the far or the away. But I think the away is the far is actually better. There's Sign in Blood. Let's go ahead and do it right now. Or should we do it on his attack? No, I don't want to chance him having any sort of removal. I mean, this could actually be like Chromatic Lantern, huh? He's probably just doing that to fix the lands, but we're just going to weigh it here. That way we can actually cast our far it, not away it. We can actually cast our Diregraf Ghoul. So far, get back our dudes. And we're still in good shape. So Unburial Rites out of the way. Still got the Obsidian's Aid. So he's going to loot it to put it back in. The Angel Serenity is going to go back in the yard. And he's going to get a land so he can Obsidian Aid it. So we're going to have to get another removal. I mean, he's an annoying deck, that's for sure. This deck is gaining popularity, but it definitely has some drawbacks. It can get some very, very clunky hands. It's definitely not as consistent as, and I don't know why he opted to pay 2 life just to Faithless Loot again there. I mean, he can't cast the Obsidian Aid. That's the thing. They have probably a Snapcaster to snap the Obsidian Aid back. So the Tyrant of Discord, yeah, that's a very annoying. It's going to wipe your board if you don't have any targets for it to sacrifice. So I've got to get some stuff out there. Let's go. Hopefully land here. Yes, sweet. So the right play is going to be Mr. Messenger again, and actually a Butcher Ghoul. is going to be the play too. And that will increase our odds that the Tyrant of Discord makes us sacrifice a non-land permanent, not a land. Because what this dude does, and this deck is getting quite popular. Like I said, I don't think it's the greatest deck ever. In fact, I think it's a terrible deck. If you're going to go Reanimator, you might as well go Junk Reanimator. It's much more consistent. You don't have to rely on your reanimation strategy. But what they try to do with Tyrant of Discord is they try to Unbarrow Rites it with a cleared board, and it basically becomes like a one-sided Armageddon. If, like I said, if they have no non-land permanents on the board, all the land permanents just die. Anyway, or does he can, yeah, she controls, target opponent chooses a permanent here, she controls at random, attack. Okay, so yep, I am reading that right. Alright, we'll attack in here with the Diregraf Ghoul. He's down to an 8. He is in very, very bad shape. And another thing about this is I don't think this deck has any way possible to beat Blitz. It's way too slow. And Angel Serenity is just kind of a bad card against Blitz. No Thractus to stabilize, no Centaur Healers to stabilize. Yeah, I would not suggest playing this deck right now in Standard, especially when on MTGO, as you saw, well, I didn't show you, but on MTG, if you look at any of the statistics, the #1 played deck on MTGO right now is just the RG aggro. So let's see if he's got an Unbarrow Rites or an Obsot's Aid in hand. That will be problematic because then he gets Angel Serenity back. Yep, and he does choose to go for that. Let's see exactly what he ends up choosing. I think I'll be able to Duskmantle Seer, and Duskmantle Seer is just going to be a boss versus him. If he doesn't find an answer for it, he's in trouble. He's got to have another. So 2 Obstinate Aids in the graveyard, 1 Unbarrow Rites gone. He's got another Faithless Looting that he could flash back. If he's got a Faithless Looting in his hand, 2 Faithless Looting in the yard, he can flash back. And he does leave my Butcher Ghoul open to what he get. He's tired of Discord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, because he can cast that eventually. All right. Well, sir, I think the right play is both of these. So I'm going to Duskmantle Seer here and Sign of Blood. And do I Sign in Blood him? Is it? No, I Sign in Blood myself. So Mr. Seer comes out. And Sign in Blood myself. Fill up my hand again. There's a Blood Arse. That will actually be really good. And let's hope this Duskmantle Seer gets us there. He's got to find a target for it. He could have another Angel of Serenity. I'm definitely going to bring in the Crypt Ghasts. And he does have another Faithless Looting in hand. So all 4 of his Faithless Lootings in 30 cards. Let's see what he's able to discard. Nothing. He doesn't get anything in the graveyard that's any good. There's his land. He's looking to be able to cast his Tyrant of Discord back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he doesn't attack in the Angel of Serenity. Let's see what he draws. No land on his part. A land and a land. All right. Not good. There's our Bloodthrone Vampire. We're going to be able to get a kill here eventually with the combination. So we can go Blood Artist. Let's go with the Diregraf Captain. And the Bloodthrone Vampire is actually going to protect us against future Angel Serenity. So like you can see, you have a lot of options with this deck. You can go up your count with the Bloodthrone Vampires. You can up your count with Duskmantle Seers. You can up your count with even Butcher Ghouls. It's just up to you exactly what cards are working in your meta. Very fun deck. I'm liking this deck a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Does he have a counterspell? No, he's going to Forbidden Alchemy to what? He's got a 1 of in his deck? Man, Rest in Peace says hi to this deck too. Tormod's Crypt too. Sphinx of Athun. Okay. And nothing else in his deck. Maybe he's got another Obsidian's Aid in his hand. I can't think of a more perfect draw on his part either. And I think we're going to end up beating this. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking him down to a 4. 5, 6, 7 damage to him. Because this will do 4 damage from the triggers of the Duskmantle or Diregraf twice and the Blood Artist twice. I can sack the Duskmantle, do 1 damage. So he's going to Charm away. Mr. Diregraf Captain. All right, at least get a damage out of there. Eventually, you're going to draw a big dude. Right? Okay. Let's see what shenanigans comes out. You can't hard cast an Angel of Serenity, but there's a flashback Faithless Looting. And another fun deck, though, you could take to your F&M. It's expensive, though. Very expensive deck. All these duels. And I think there's probably going to be a Snapcaster or two in here. I would suggest it. You can snap into some pretty decent targets. So he does have the Unburial Rites for a Sphinx. I'm not too worried about a Sphinx. You can have an Angel of Serenity. And did they go to the graveyard? Into the graveyard. You have Angel Serenity and all that stuff. Your choice, buddy. Or should I give him a Forbidden Alchemy? He's already got Unburial Rites in the yard. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So Angel Serenity goes in the graveyard. Takes everything else. You could hard cast that anyways. Alright, let's see Duskmantle. Come on, Duskmantle. You're going to hit here. And there we go. He revealed, let's see, what did he reveal there? An Obsolete 8, and that is game. So we are just going to sacrifice. And there we go. All right. So turn 8, we win this. Go on to the sideboard. We're definitely bringing in the Crypt Ghasts, or Crypt Keeper is what they're called. Definitely going to bring in the Duresses. I wish these were Appetite for Brains, but Duresses is really good. Negate's really good. Rapid Hybridization is really good too, I think. Killing Wave's not. Victim of Night kills his Angel Strength. We don't need to really kill anything, actually. I don't know about Victim of Night and Tragic Slip. I think this is, or Killing Wave. Disciple of Bolas. Card advantage actually might be far and away is good here. Maybe Rapid Hybridizations don't need to come in. I mean, I like the aggressiveness of them. I mean, they're definitely better than the other Tragic Slips in here. Thrull Parasite seems kind of weak in this matchup. I don't need to be removing any counters. I don't need to be extorting. Skirsdag High Priest actually seems very weak in this matchup as well. I don't need to overwhelm him. He probably has Supreme Verdicts. Sign and Bloods are fine. Messengers are fine. Disciples fine. Spell Rupture is great. Far and Away is great. So I'm thinking the Tragic Slips come out, and even the Rapid Hybridizations, I'm not worried about them. I got Far and Away to bounce back anything. So 2 cards have to come out. Maybe 2 Duresses. Maybe I don't want to go so much on Duress. I want the Bloodthrones. Maybe the Butcher Ghouls. Butcher Ghouls are good, but they're not very aggressive. Alrighty, so a very interesting hand. I'm going to actually keep it, and we're going to cross our fingers. No webcam here, but I'm crossing my fingers. A little hard to click the mouse with the crossed fingers, but that we draw a land. I'm going to keep this. Going to be risky. I'm going to be greedy. He goes down to 6. This hand is very aggressive. We start off with a Gravecrawler to a Diregraf Ghoul, and he's going to have to find an answer extremely fast. Not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a land, but that Spell Rupture is actually awesome. So we'll go the Gravecrawler. And now we are very aggressive. And again, against pillar decks, I guess you should bait out the Diregraf Ghoul, but I don't think oh, we missed the land drop again. My dream hand is turning into a nightmare hand. We'll go with another Diregraf Ghoul. And one of these might get Is It Charmed off. You really going to syncopate it? Oh, he's going to loot. Alright, that's fine with me. Gristlebrand, Angel Serenity. Ouch! I am on a clock. Come on, give me another land for either Crypt or Spell Rupture. Please, you can do it. You can do it. Alright, he's ramping. Land. Alright. So, unfortunately, it looks like he's going to Barrel Rights back a Griselbrand, and we're going to cry and die because we do not get a land in the 2 turns. Very greedy of me, I guess, but we're doing good with the 1 land. We've been able to cast something each turn, and if he does stumble... Yes, he does stumble. It looks like he's stumbling. Yep, Forbidden Alchemy. All right, so he's going to ditch like an Unburial Rights or grab a land from the Unburial Rights. We have 1 more turn to do this. Come on. I got rid of all my removal, so this isn't going to work. The only thing that is going to work here is a land for... Okay, there's Unburial Rights. It's in the yard. We have 1 turn. And actually, Unburial Rights isn't going to... Spell Rupture is not going to work. It's Crypt Keeper. We have to go. He can Izzet Charm to end a turn, but then we can exile the Griselbrand. Land! Ho-ho! And it is the land. It's the Miracle Land. We get to attack in here with these dudes. And barring a counter spell, the Crypt Keeper is going to win us this. Blood Baron Viscopa, lifelink protection from white and black. Alright, so the Blood Baron's gonna get him here, huh? Ugh. Alright, that actually is a really good card against me. Dimir Guildgate, we got the Spell Rupture now. I wonder what to do here, if it's just to sign and blood myself for another land and try to kill him with the Duskmantle Seer. I mean, I can't see him actually attacking with that. We got to keep the Crypt Keeper up. At this point, the Spell Rupture is actually not that good. It might... I am going to sign and blood myself to try to get another land drop for the next turn. Far and away actually is very good. I can far and away him. Well, I can at least away him. And then a swing for the win. He probably is going to attack in with this. He can't reanimate his Griselbrand. I will exile it. Barrel Rights targeting Griselbrand. So Senior Griselbrand goes bye-bye. And he wastes his turn. Excuse me. So... He's got a couple of options here that aren't very good for him. He attacks in with his dude to go back up to a 10. But then he goes down in net 2 life because I swing back with everything. And actually that is not quite going to do it. The Diregraf. I mean, I could... away his... I mean, he's probably going to Unbarrel Rights a... Angel Serenity next turn. I could get him down to a 1 with this Diregraf Captain. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can't... If he has a land, he can hard cast the Unbarrel Rights. I think we actually just put out a Diregraf Ghoul and keep up either the way or the Spell Rupture. So I'm going to attack in with everything, because I can't kill him this turn. And so we're gonna go the safe route rather than try to get him down to a 1. And cast this Diregraf Ghoul, and we keep the Spell Rupture up. So let's see if that ends up being the right play. You could have a Faithless Looting on Barrel Rights, Angel Serenity, and that way I counted them Barrel Rights. Yeah, but this way, I don't care about Forbidden Alchemy. It's whatever he... Now I can definitely away his Blood Baron and then just win next turn. Because he is not going to be able to do anything. I don't know why he's doing... Why are you attacking in, man? Well, now he's got it, but last turn he could have kept it back and I couldn't have attacked in. He'd still be at a 6. And you are definitely getting farred, my friend. You're not protection from blue, and that's only one side of the card. Haha. Alrighty. Love how these split cards work. So, yep, we win there. So, end up... Not a bad showing, a 3-1. Unfortunately, we lost the match that actually mattered in that standard 8 player. Against the RG aggro deck. But those were some fun matchups. Those are some great decks to look at. There was a cool Varus deck, a cool... what am I talking about that now? I'll talk about it in the wrap-up. Anyway, there's our pack. Thanks for watching.